probably wondering why I'm facing backwards and talking in an unnaturally stupid deep voice. Well, the answer is obvious. I'm the next main character in Rise of Spartans.
Just kidding. Hey, it's Arbor617 here, wearing some amazing, beautiful armor. So, as usual, I give you your PSAs after every part. That's natural. There's always a PSA after every part. Usually they come a little bit later, but I was like, whatever, let me just do this one and get this one out of the way. There's a lot of stuff to discuss this time, so it's going to be kind of long. Only watch these if you really feel like listening. I recommend just kind of listening, putting these in the background. There's really not much to watch except for every so often. So I have a little list of things to talk about. I actually just turned my in-game character when I was trying to turn my real-life head to look on my screen. Okay, so let's start out by clearing up, before we start going into part 9, let's clear up some part 8 stuff. The first thing I want to go into is the Rise of Spartans and all my machinimas on mobile. Okay, this is like the most annoying thing I had to deal with when part 8 came out. Everyone was commenting like, oh my god, where's it on mobile? Arbiter, make it mobile! And I was like, I can't. So, like, when I upload a movie that has content in it, like content ID matches from like, music groups and stuff, all those videos, they have ads on them. And the reason for that is because the music owners are making money off the ads. So the music companies, they don't mind me using their music if they can make money off me using their music. So the music companies can decide if they want the video not to be able to be played on a mobile device, because on mobile devices there aren't ads and then they don't make money. So if I'm using copyrighted music like I did in part 8, it's up to the music owners whether or not it's going to be mobile or not. It's not up to me. I could show you like what the picture looked like when I first uploaded it. It was like syndication. No, this video should not be played on mobile devices, and I had no option to change it at all. And people kept asking, where's it, where's it? I literally responded about 1,000 comments before I started flagging every single comment about mobile devices as spam. So now you know why I kept flagging everyone, because I said like 100 times I can't make it mobile. But the good news is, I guess the music owners finally look. I guess they can respond eventually. They can kind of choose whether or not they want it to. I guess somebody went on and now it is on mobile. So done with that problem. So, but now you should know. If the next part comes out and again, oh sorry, just kicked the piano the microphone's resting on. Yeah. So if part 9 comes out again, and you can't. No, my dog's barking. Jill. And there's somebody at the door. Cool. Who the heck is at the door? Is it the mailman? Nice interruption, eh? Nice PSA. Anywho, I'm just gonna talk over my barking. Oh my god, it's getting louder. It's like she's coming this way. We'll wait. We're patient. Who the heck is at my door? Anywho, what was I even talking about? Oh, so yeah, so if part 9 comes out, and it's like, oh no, it's not on mobile devices, don't scream at me and tell me to make it mobile. I can't make it. By default, everything should be available on mobile. If it's not available on mobile, it's not up to me. Don't ask me, don't waste my time telling me to make it on mobile. So I can't. Okay, so that was enough talking about mobile for 3 minutes and 27 seconds. Next thing. Oh, okay, this is the first video where I really haven't actually been able to keep up with comments. Normally, I'm really good at, when a new part comes out, I read every comment, and, if I'm gone for a few hours, I come back and I just keep doing show more, and I keep scrolling down until I hit my most recent comment. That way I know I've read everything. This is the first part where I haven't been able to do that. There's so many comments, so much flood coming in of just people commenting, which is great. It's nice, but this means that I actually may not have read everyone's comment, which is kind of different. It's normally, for at least the first week or so, I read everything, but I haven't been able to read everything this time, so shame on me for not wasting enough time reading comments. Anyway, next thing. Okay, I want to talk about the White Lance a little bit, because I seem like a lot of people are still kind of confused as kind of what the White Lance was. People were kind of confused before part 8, and I guess part 8 might have made it worse. Okay, so now that you kind of saw part 8, Usku's Brotherhood and his whole like elite, they weren't always the White Lance. They weren't always all these white elites. They were just another elite group. He just happened to rule them in a very different way, and it was kind of more unbiased and unranking. He didn't really have like the hierarchy of the elite command. But they weren't white. They had normal colors. They had pretty much just random, colors. The majors were red, the miners were blue and stuff. It wasn't until after Ragath destroyed his ship that then there became like a myth about, oh, the Lance is still alive and they're all white now, and it was kind of like this myth that they were white. So I noticed before part 8 people kept mentioning like that like Raptor is part of the White Lance, but Raptor Raptor, Kalos, and Thel, and now Fido, they were part of Usku's Brotherhood, but technically they weren't really part of the White Lance, because the White Lance only existed as a myth after Usku's ship was destroyed. And now you see that it wasn't actually a myth, they actually were white elites that were running around. Just kind of clear that up now, so now that the White Lance kind of came after the fact. It's not really that important, just felt like explaining it. Okay, now I'm looking at the thing. I normally don't do this, but I've had a lot of people requesting songs, like always. But I feel like maybe I can, like PSAs, I can actually like kind of go through and highlight some of the main songs people keep asking about and say what they are in the PSA. To kind of reward people who watch the PSAs and who like listening to good music. But before I show you this, I will mention, after the director's cut is out, I'm actually going to make a video, a featurette, about every single song used in all of ROTS, all of the parts and everything. So I mean, even if like I didn't, if I'm not about to show you the song you were looking for right now, just wait a few months for that, or even more. And then you'll have every single song you've ever wanted to hear. So I'm gonna go just play some quick thing, just kind of show some text as music artist and stuff. So I'll be back in a second. Well, a good friend of mine had a dream, and one day we'd all be equal.
Well, this is an unexpected surprise. So, Juke, let's get them.
Come down from there.
I'm back. Hope that cleared up most of the songs you liked. You know, like I said, there'll be plenty. There'll be all of them will come out eventually. Okay, so that's pretty much all about part 8. Okay, so now on to part 9. This is actually what it's about. It's been how many minutes? It's been almost 7 minutes, and we haven't even started talking about part 9. Now we are. Alright, so first of all, this is, not many people say this, but I want to clear this up right now. There's a few people like, oh, you make part 9 in Halo 4. Okay, this is why we're not making part 9 in Halo 4. Alright, team. It's good to see you've all respawned now. Alright, so today's mission, we must defeat the Covenant and stuff. So, everybody ready? Anyone have any questions? No? Alright, oh, that was really loud. Okay, let's go. Let's move out. Alright, we're gonna get the Falcon over here. We got the, oh, what the? Alright. Hey guys, I'm Storm. I made you a Falcon. Thanks. Alright, let's mount up. Alright, let's go. Everybody ready?
Hey look guys, I'm a hood ornament!
That was really loud again. Alright team, let's move out. Where are the elites? I can't kill things without elites. I quit. I'm gonna kill you all now. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I mean, okay, there's no elites. I mean, there's no, like, your characters look retarded. You can't lower your weapons out at all. No, there's a million reasons why I'm not making Halo 4. It doesn't make sense at all. So yeah, I can't believe people actually even consider that. Next thing. Where are we right now? Okay, you've probably been wondering why I've been standing in this really mundane background. It's just like, you know, just random foreigner crap. I haven't been moving anywhere. The reason for that is quite obvious. Where we are in part 9 right now, I haven't finished scripting it, or gotten too far into scripting it. There's a part near like the end of part 8, I was just kind of like waiting on lines, and I kind of just got like unmotivated to work on rods until part 8 was finished. But now that it's out, I've been working on tons of stuff. But what we did work on is set design. So now I will walk out into this chamber and you will see where we've been this whole time. You will hopefully recognize this place as the control room. We based this right out of Halo 3, like, you'd be surprised. I'm going to show some side-by-side comparisons in the Forge featurette I'm going to do, or the set design featurette I'm going to do after part 9. There's going to be a bunch of featurettes after part 9 that will hopefully be very interesting and tell you a lot more about like what went on with the making of rods and stuff. But anyway, yeah, if you were to just bring up side-by-side comparisons, this is really, really close. We even got, like, I'm really proud of that door design we had, like, or that door design I made right around that door. It's really close. So yeah, here's the control room. We made the control room. We kept looking online for control rooms, but we kept finding really like just like snotty ones that were just like it'd be really small, or it'd be made out of these little like this little circle would be made out of like the bridge diagonals. And it's just really underwhelming. We needed this big like epic space for the control room. I mean, it doesn't really spoil much. Obviously, they're gonna eventually end up in the control room now after part 8. But yeah, it's really sweet. There's this sweet beam down here. Look at this. Like, oh, now I can't get back out. Look at that cool, like, beam generator we made down here. I made, personally. Shirley helped out near the end. She helped make all this, like, we had to freehand a lot of this because the degrees weren't working right. Anyway, so yeah, we started making set designs. There's gonna be a few more sets we need to make. I need to script the whole thing. Which I probably should have stopped slacking. Not really slacking, and I'll start working on it again now. Just near the end of part 8, I didn't feel like writing stuff when people weren't even doing the lines. Okay, so expected release date, I have no idea. I'm assuming it'll probably be out sometime early summer. I mean, I know that sounds like a really long time away. It's like early summer, but I mean, it's usually school semesters always slow things down, especially in college. I start college again on Monday, so it's everything slows down again. And I mean, if you look at the gap between, what was it, 5 and 6 is basically, you know, a school semester. And if you look at the gap between 7 and 8, it was about another school semester. It's usually like the school semesters that just kind of slow things down, and you know, other people are busy, I'm busy. It's kind of hard to film like during the weekdays when everyone has school and can't stay up late. So I'm just gonna give a pretty lenient opinion, say kind of early summer, like mid June or something. I don't know, but I mean, who knows? People might take forever on lines, so it could be late July. Hopefully not, because I have other stuff to do this summer. There will be another audition video coming after the script is done, because we're actually gonna have a fair amount of new characters that need voice actors, and I don't want to just keep reusing old ones. So you'll have a chance to, you know, voice act if you still haven't. A lot of people audition for Firelight. There are a lot of good voices. A lot of people who audition for Firelight actually end up getting some of the like minors and majors that were kind of running around. Some of the minors and majors that were just kind of in the background. So at least you got something. That's really good about part 9. Just a little bit more stuff to cover. Now just other random stuff. Okay. Right before, I'm always like right near. Oh man, my wisdom teeth tasting weird again. Or where they were. I don't have them. I got my wisdom teeth taken out about 2 weeks ago, and that kind of really slowed everything down. I just kind of stopped working on everything for a while. Anyway. Oh yeah, there's always a point like right before the Rise of Spartans episode just come out where I kind of don't want to upload anything else, because every time if I upload anything else, people are like, oh my god, it's not part whatever part you're supposed to be making right now. Work on that part. Stop wasting it. So I always just kind of don't release anything as it gets close. Usually once like a trailer comes out, I kind of can't really release anything but the part until the part's out. So that means, you know, I always hold back all these ideas, and then as soon as the part's out, now's my chance to quickly go make a few things that I've been kind of wanting to do, which is why Capture Card Fun Video 2.75 was released like the day of part 8. If you haven't watched the old Capture Card Fun videos, they're actually really funny. 1 and 2 were really old. They're in Halo 3. Pretty hilarious. They're like super old BPS legends. 2.5 and 2.75 weren't really full Capture Card Fun videos because they didn't really have any of the fun parts. They just had kind of funny clips I dug up. But I think it's hilarious. Alright, I already mentioned college starts back Monday. So the next thing I have two things I'm gonna be working on after Cops Code Fun video. One of them, Mike WB and I thought up when we were playing around in Halo 4, making fun of how bad we don't like Halo 4, mostly Forge. So we came up with this hilarious idea that we're gonna have to just kind of wait. I don't want to spoil it. It's hilarious. If you don't like Halo 4 Forge, like I don't, and Mike doesn't, and everyone else who's helping out in this doesn't, you will probably think this video is hilarious. You have to take it kind of innocently. It's not meant to be rude. It's not like a rant. We're not just going on ranting about how much we hate Halo 4 Forge. It's more like clever. It's funny. So I mean, when you watch this, when you watch this that I'm gonna release in a few days, don't think of it as like, oh, we're insulting 343. Think of it more of like, oh, they did something funny, expressing their opinion in a negative manner. I think it's hilarious. So anywho, you'll see that in a few days. So then the last thing I mention is music software, which, so I don't know if you know about, I've kind of always been writing music for a long time, but it never really been me writing music, it's more just me in music software, making sound, and kind of playing around with it. I honestly, I'm going to say this right now, I probably like music more than I like movies. I know, like, because you see me making movies all the time, you think like, oh, everybody loves movies. No, I actually probably like music a lot better than movies. I play a lot of instruments. I listen to so much music. I have like, my iTunes probably must have like a year's worth of listening to, or even more. Like, it's crazy. I love music. I love playing music. I love listening to music. And it wasn't until recently that I really wanted to start writing music. And even more recently that I decided I kind of start needing to write music, because, you know, we have all this copyrighted music in our movies. Then we can't like monetize anything. We can't really, like, I can't sell DVDs. People keep asking me to sell DVDs. I can't sell the DVDs. I don't own the music. So I've always been wanting, the next big step for BPS is to start becoming royalty-free music. And I was like, you know, why rely on other people to, you know, have a good song that fits? There's a lot of royalty-free music out there, but usually it doesn't really fit what I want. Wouldn't it be a lot more cool to do like original soundtracks for everything? And I don't consider myself a great musician, but I'm certainly getting better, and I've listened to enough music where I know kind of what fits, which in a way is kind of bad, that I'm hoping I don't end up just creating music that just sounds like all the other music I listen to. Hopefully eventually, once I learn it well enough, I can actually kind of get some originality in my soundtracks. But yeah, I'm hoping to actually start soundtracking all my stuff eventually. I got this really cool VST for my DAW, a lot of acronyms there if you don't know much about music production. Basically, it's this big package of instruments, like orchestral stuff and like ethnical stuff. It has basically everything you need to make soundtracks. It's got like electronic things, it's got pianos, it's got strings, woodwinds, percussion, brass, everything you need. It's got really cool stuff. So now I can start making music. And I got my music program, I got a cool synthesizer, a really nice maximizer. So basically I'm all set with music right now. I've been spending a lot of time with that. I have a MIDI keyboard I've been using. Like I got that, most of the music in the first 4 minutes of the Capture Card Fun video 2.75, that was actually me playing around, writing some soundtracks. But up till now I haven't really written any songs or soundtracks. It's mostly just been like, sound. I wouldn't even call it a song. It's not really that, like, doesn't really have themes, doesn't really have like moods. It's just more just kind of background audio kind of music that kind of plays. But I'm hoping to actually, you know, start transitioning now that I'm getting better at kind of learning how to process it. Like I only just recently learned about like maximizing and mixing and stuff. Normally I just kind of put the stuff in there and go with it. But hopefully now I can start making actual music and soundtracks. For the next big movie I make after ROTS, I'm hoping to do pretty much all the soundtrack. Chase, CDHCE, he might help out a little bit, but you know, I don't want to rely on other people doing all the work for me. So, you know, I'll definitely be doing a lot of the music. I'm also helping, or I'm going to try to help. I don't know if anyone watches Small Productions videos. I definitely recommend checking out his Guardian trailer. It's this movie he's working on that's really, really, really interesting me. It's really creative, original idea. And so I wanted to help him out and be like, you know, for this great movie, it'd be nice if he actually owned it and had an original soundtrack and weren't using just copyrighted stuff. So I'm gonna try to help him out and actually write music for him. But I don't really expect him to use any of my stuff because, you know, I'm still learning, I'm still beginning. I'm sure the music he has in there right now is probably a lot better music than what I'm gonna write. But it would be cool to, you know, have his own original soundtrack. So I'm definitely gonna give it a shot. That's about it. You've probably been getting bored watching me jump around. Like I said at the beginning, you shouldn't really be watching these other than when there's like, you can tell there's something funny going on. Because it's usually just me talking, which is, it's more like a podcast. It's hardly a PSA. I guess there's just a little bit of footage in the beginning. Anywho, that's about it. I hope you liked part 8. I like part... Oh, wait, no, I didn't mention something about part 9. Well, I'll come back to that at the very end. Okay, I hope you liked part 8, though. It's really fun making it. It's probably my... That is a perfect... Wow. That's like a perfect... All 4 of those pieces come together right there. Right nicely. Sorry, anywho. Just admiring my work. Part 8 was really fun to make. It was probably my favorite part, just because of how emotional it was. Writing it, watching it, voice acting it. I think like our voice acting's gotten so much better this part. I mean, there's still some people that need work, but man, I just when I wrote some of those scenes, it was just like I was already getting emotional and teary-eyed just writing it. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be great. This is kind of what I enjoy in movies when like you finally have like the drama all kind of comes together after so many years of kind of getting attached to everything. Oh, and it's really fun. If you missed the sync tube session, you should definitely check it out next time. It's really hilarious. It's really great. I think that was probably like the best part about releasing 8. We synchronized part 8 ahead of time, around as 12:15 instead of 3 o'clock. We all got to watch it together, and that was great. Thank you everyone for coming who made it there. It was like a blast. It's funny reading comments, especially I think the best part was when the cliffhanger came and the comment box just like spammed out with "Oh my God, no, what happened?" That was great. See, that's like why I make movies. It's fun just watching people's reactions and having people actually get into the work that we put so much work into ourselves. So, okay, now one thing on the part 9 I forgot to mention. So, you know, 9's the finale. I've told you that for a long time. I don't know why people keep thinking 8's the end. Just because I said we've reached the end of our journey doesn't mean it's the end of the series. It's just it's the end of the great journey. It's kind of play on words. So part 9's the finale. I probably decided on the ending for Rot's. Well, okay, so it's not really an ending. Well, I decided on how I want to resolve. There's a good word. I decided how I want to resolve Rot's. Probably way back in part 2. And I had this idea, and I thought it was great. I was like, dude, this is a perfect ending. I really like it. I think it's really satisfactory. It's everything I'd look for in an ending to a movie. It's what I wish a lot of other movies would do to an ending. And I thought it was all cool. So I tell my co-directors about it. Apparently, like, none of them liked it. I'm like, okay, that's weird. And then they were like, no, I just think it's stupid. And they thought it was stupid. And somehow the word got out even more, and more people found it. Which I don't know why they were all spreading it. But then anyway, some other people saw it, and then they're like, oh, I don't really like that either. So, I don't know. So now it's kind of making me hesitant to do it. But I don't know. I think it's amazing. I'm going to go do it anyway. F the Covenant. I'm doing it anyway. No, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead with it anyway because I think it's great, and I think if you want to converse about it and I can explain why this is the appropriate ending, like it almost kind of needs to be done. Like everyone who says they don't really like it, they haven't like given me why or an alternate. Everything they're saying, like what they kind of wanted, they're like, oh well, I don't really know what I wanted. I don't really like it. Then I'm like, okay, well, I mean everything they're giving doesn't really make sense. It really doesn't fit Rot's as a machinima, and it doesn't really like... Rot's ties into a lot of stuff, and it wouldn't make sense to end it the way they did. I don't want to spoil too much, but I'll say okay, I'm not going to tell you the mood of the ending, but... So anyway, but I'm going to go ahead with this ending anyway. And, you know, you might not like it, you might hate it. Or you might... Wait, you might not like it, you might hate it, but, you know, just take the anger out on me. This is totally my doing. I'm completely responsible for this ending. That's not really an ending. There's a lot of resolution. Okay, that's the other thing about part 9. Part 9, about the first 25 minutes or so, I mean, everything you know and love about Rot's. It's like exact, you know, it's the first 20, 30 minutes, or it's like the end of part 8. You know, it's a lot of dueling. The final characters are coming together, some more battles. They're heading towards the control room. The final showdown between, like, in the control room here. But then, you know, like everyone's saying, everyone's dead. So, you know, I'm not just gonna end the movie, okay. Everyone's, you know, okay, well now I'm saying too much. I might cut out some of this. I probably will. But I'm not just gonna end the movie like that. That's stupid. So I definitely... So then there's a lot of resolution. It's not just gonna... Bam. You know, okay. The end. There's like, how many characters alive? Okay, cool, it's stupid. There's a lot of resolution, like, it's gonna go into resolution. I want to tie up, like, all the stories that I never really had time to tell, I'm not gonna tell. Kinda want to tie up, I like tying up all the characters. What I don't want is, like, the Transformers 3 ending, where it's like, cool movie and all, nice battle, epic, we saved the city, yay! And it just suddenly cuts to a shot from space. Boom! There's Earth, boom! Directed by Michael Bay, the end. I don't like endings like that. I like all the characters to have, like, you know, a nice little bit of resolution. They kind of get, like, a moment where it kind of goes through all the characters, and, you know, I'm not saying Part 9 is going to be linear. It might kind of go back in time and kind of resolve things in different time periods, which is why there's kind of long resolution. Anywho, I hope you'll be satisfied, but I'm not guaranteeing you will, because there's another perfect that comes together perfectly. I'm not guaranteeing everyone's gonna be happy with 9, the way I end it, but I mean that's kind of true with every series. There's, you know, not I can't make everyone happy, and I think a few people probably aren't gonna be happy at all. But too bad. I've been going on for really long about the ending. Anyway, I'm gonna stop evading around. I'm gonna evade down here and kill myself. Put a kill barrier down here in case we're filming here. That way, there we go. Now I don't have to worry about people falling down there and getting stuck. Alright, that's the end. That's everything. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I hope people don't actually watch the whole thing, because it's kind of boring. But, at least if you listened, it means you actually care. Thanks for watching part 8. Thank you for being patient. Yeah, that's it. See ya!